son. Where'd you find this?
Yo, that's so angry, guys.
Nope.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Good morning, Fridays.
Good morning, MetaFam. How are we doing today? Friday.
And
Greg.
Tamp is
Good
about to
morning.
have a good time. Greg, good morning.
yeah.
Don Fron in the house.
Love it. Welcome everybody to Freaky Fridays, Fight Card Fridays. We have so much on board today. I mean,
Yes.
we have news we want to go over, markets we want to go over, charts we want to go over. We have guests, we have music, we have it all today. And then when we're done, we're going to the damn beach. That's what we're doing this weekend.
We're going to have a great fun.
What are you up to this weekend, Don?
Well, I'm going to not go to the beach.
You are in Kansas City.
That's right.
If you went to the beach, that you got to tell that story.
I have like a million. I'm pretty sure you guys will be there if I ever go to the beach. But I have like a million. I recorded somebody's football game with a drone.
Ooh.
And then, oh man, it was the rest of them came out of the woodwork. So like my Saturday is pretty booked. At this point, my drone will be just red hot. It'll be amazing if it still flies at the end of Saturday.
Sweet. What football game? High school, college? What are we talking about?
No, the little guys.
Pee-wee.
Oh, nice.
Pee-wee, yes. Maybe when it's all done, speed the footage up just half a point and make them look like they're going a lot faster than they really did.
There's some of these kids though. I'm looking at them like, man, I could probably put pads on, stand next to this kid. There's no way he's like 12 years old and 270 pounds.
Right. You're so right. And I don't remember kids like this. I grew up playing, sports. My brother did too. I don't remember these freak huge kids. And maybe it's just because we didn't have exposure at the time with the internet and everything else. And now maybe because we can communicate everywhere, they were there the whole damn time.
So I went to school all over the place in the States, Latin America. No, I never saw 800-pound gorillas playing against them. I played rugby.
It's because we grew up on some at this point, it's a pretty strong case for I don't know if there's hormones in the food or just the crap we are eating.
It is
McDonald's, baby.
Yes, steroids and HGH nonstop. But this sucker growing up in Latin America, you had some 13-year-old men playing baseball. My birth certificate was long.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Brings it up in finger paint. It says right there. 13.
Listen, there is a movie out with Adam Sandler, and he's a basketball coach. It's a great movie. I forget the title of it right off.
Benchwarmers? No.
So, I don't know, but Adam Sandler, he was a basketball player. Then he basically turned into a scout and then a coach. And when he was a scout, there's this big montage of him going to these third world countries, scouting these guys. And he walks in, he's like, "So you're 16?" He's like, "Yes." "Who is that?" "Those are my kids." And
It's a Netflix movie, Hustle.
Hustle.
Yep.
What it is? Yeah, Hustle. It's a good movie, whether you like sports or not. It's not like Adam Sandler's funny, but it's not a comedy. It's actually a great movie. Check it out.
Nice.
Gwendolyn added it too. Yep.
It's good. It's good. So how are we doing today with the markets? What's going on?
Or
pre-market at this moment.
Oh.
So let me quickly, since you just brought it up, Tam, let me share with you and ask the audience what this formation is.
What are we looking at?
This is the weekly. This is just Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, okay.
And to remind everyone, right before the CPI data was released, that tippity top of this candle, what's known as the wick, that's where the price was reaching to the resistance point. It was getting there the moment CPI was released. This formation now went red. It was green up until that point. Now this candle is longer than the green one, the last week's candle. It's going to close on Sunday at midnight UTC, which is around 7 p.m. on Eastern time. This candle, anyone know on the chat or anywhere?
Which one?
This formation right here. So, okay, so the question is the following. You have the green one here on the left. It's just coming up. This one has a body, the fat part, longer than the previous candle.
Green.
If it closes below this line right here, this has a name to it.
Is it you're fucked?
There you go. So someone said
Grab
when
the
moon.
ankles.
There you go. It's grab your ankles moment, meaning it's a bearish engulfing candle in technical analysis.
Like that's a bearish.
In street talk, it means bite the pillow. We're going in dry.
Yikes!
Yeah.
Is this Don and Jaime? Is this what a lot of people say when they talk about the retest is the test? Because I see,
So following what you just
yeah,
said,
like when you can show here.
yes, right here. So
Yeah.
here's the test. So this line right here is up. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen, guys. Sorry. So this line here is where the price dropped,
Yep.
hit it, and came right back up. This is the first test.
Got it.
It did not touch it again until last week.
Okay.
Here's the retest.
Ah.
So two scenarios could have happened here. One is it's a double bottom formation,
Okay.
meaning it could have continued further up as a possibility. And that's where we were watching it hit this resistance line
Gotcha.
or moving average. It came down.
It did not do that. It went the other way.
So now it's about to do, if it crosses below if it closes below this, the butt of the green candle, if it closes in this way where the body of this one is larger than the previous green one,
Mm-hmm.
that's a bearish engulfing and literally is a trend reversal signal.
So what the hell do we do? Do we sell? Do we hold? Do we chill? Do we buy? What do we do?
The wise people dollar cost average, no matter what price it is. If you have
True.
your buys like
True.
yours is on
Yes.
Sundays, for example,
Mhm.
where usually the price of Bitcoin goes down. And by the way, the difference between traditional market trading and Bitcoin or crypto, it's 24/7. You can wake up at midnight, you can go trade it, then go to sleep.
Yep.
Then can't sleep because you traded. You're wondering if you did the right,
So if you're
the whole
not
drum.
DCAing, if you already have your coin or you have some cash to deploy, both
Yes.
Jaime and Don, I want to know what do you do? Do you hold on and wait for something else, or is this the time to buy?
So if you're not dollar cost averaging and you're looking for confirmation,
Mm-hmm.
you never go on, okay, it's a bearish engulfing, we're going down. You look for confirmation. Will it break through this purple line or through the zones that Don has? And whenever, if you want to share yours also. Oh, I see you, Don. I see you. All right, let me bring it up.
So did you say all that stuff just to say you're going to hold and wait and watch?
So
for
in my
something else?
case, I already have my buys
Okay.
in the same zones near the bottom.
So you're not doing anything. You're waiting for the market to come to your buy that you have set.
Yes.
Okay.
At
So
this
you're
moment.
going to hold on and wait to see what the market does. If it triggers your buy, great. But you're not going and chasing anything right now because
Not at
of
all.
this bearish engulfment.
Yes.
Okay.
Which
Don?
is clear on Don's chart.
Do we agree? Do we disagree? Talk to us, man.
Yeah, so there's actually a little bit more you can read about this. Something I talk about with my group, or if you ever watch my shows, if you ever hear me mention like a hammer on glass, that's really what we're seeing here. So if you found the buyers right here, and they showed up, that's why the green candles are there. They brought you to here. They came, here we are again, same buyers, but they only brought you to here. This tells you how many more at the party. Everyone's leaving the party. So now, more often than not, it's the horizontal line that breaks. So whether this is coming up from the horizontals on the bottom or top, the sellers are getting their friends or the buyers are leaving. That's the story. Typically, you get to this point down here and you find out if that is bulletproof glass. The hammer's made out of graphite, or we just shatter right through. And it's like that. I always say like the sugar that actors run through and they crash through a window.
That's not real.
Yeah. You've never broke a window as a cop? Like, I know you probably have,
I have.
but like,
Definitely.
yeah.
I know this mimosa is real. I know that.
Yeah.
Just, I know this.
I don't know why that bugs me, but like people have no idea because I've done that and it shredded the crap out of my arm. And I don't know why people.
Yeah, we're not going to go too far off topic, but it is not as easy to break glass as one may think.
Yeah.
You look like an idiot. You have the follow through. It's all about the follow through. Otherwise, you just bounce.
Yeah.
I can tell you a AA battery will go through a window quite easily.
The pinpoint.
My
Sorry, Don.
hands really are small. I'm gonna need that.
Go ahead, Don.
So typically this would break down and come back down. More often than not, it's this flat line. Doesn't always, we're gonna find out the buyers right here are the 300 Spartans, and we all know how that movie ends. They look cool, they sounded really cool, but they're all dead. Or it's the unstoppable force, and it turns around and starts turning it around. So it's not a good look at all. When I see the buyers losing momentum and breaking down, I'm just getting ready for the next one, which is why, like, when I dollar cost average, I feel like that's what I do, but I have just buy levels. Like, I put cash to the side so that when it hits these levels, I can buy way more, which brings my average way down. Because, like, the one flaw I have, and you guys can poke holes in it, is why dollar cost average I do buy weekly, by the way, but at the same time, why put all your eggs in that basket? Because your average is going to be way up here. If you spend your time dollar cost averaging on this move right here, you bought right here and right here, brings your average right here. You buy right here, it brings that average down just a little bit. By the time you make it down here, your average is still up here.
Yes.
Versus like you buy a little bit, throw the bank at it at a lower level, and it drops that thing drastically. Psychologically, I like to see my numbers that are green. Whether it's an investment or not, I still like to be green and have it weighted. I guess more for my buck, because if you're going to put in $1,000, the cheaper it is, the more of a coin you get.
Correct.
Right.
So,
and this is such a good point, and it's something that I think next week I'm going to go into a little deeper, because you can simple dollar cost average, but then there's times where if you have extra cash to deploy, that you want a dollar cost average and maybe then some. So if I'm dollar cost averaging $50 a week, maybe when I can read the charts like this, maybe you can tell that this is a time like Don's talking about where it's likely we're going to fall into a deeper zone, where maybe I dollar cost average my 50 plus 20 on top of it. Right.
Yes.
So you're still doing everything that you always do, but there's times to deploy a little bit more according to what the charts say, which is one reason why I'm trying to learn charts a little bit better. Right.
Beautiful.
I'm not a trader, but it's good to understand the basics and at least be able to stay in the conversation of charts. So there are times where you want to dive in a little bit and get some knowledge in chart reading. Understanding terminology is what I find is the roughest thing to communicate, because Don's talking one way, Jaime's talking another way, and now you miscommunicate things. So terminology being standard across the board is really important with charts.
And I think the community is what's so important. Like Don's methodology will resonate with certain members in the community and how he does things. Others will resonate. So, but we are speaking the same language in that sense. So blending what you're saying of the dollar cost average, I usually try to collect a pool of investment money as paychecks come in, set aside a bit of it. And then I have the automated dollar cost average, meaning out of the paycheck, take out $50 every Friday or every specific day. In Coinbase, you can actually set that up where, hey, every Friday, please buy me $50 worth of Bitcoin.
Yeah. And we'll go into that. Like, I think next week we'll really do a deep dive into DCA.
Beautiful. And but my buys right before it pivot to you, Don. My buy, the big buy, the one where I've been saving up, that's where I have my buy zones, which is pretty much aligned with Don's.
Can't be wrong. Yeah.
Which is awesome, because you just said and all that you can be a trader and also DCA as well.
Yes.
So I mean you can run multiple strategies in concurrence.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
I got the perfect disclaimer for that.
Let's do it.
But sometimes I'm very confident in what I do, and I've been doing this for a while. So sometimes I come off like, I don't want to say overbearing, but definitely my way or the highway. Sometimes people told me, definitely not. There's a few ways to skin this cat, and make it work. But what I want to touch on with Tamp is the terminology being different. There's a million more ways to do this wrong, and there's so many scams, and then people you get this watered down version because they watch someone that taught them, and then they go try to repeat it. They don't fully understand it. They're repeating the words that guy says, but in a different order, something different. Because I've heard hilarious meanings because one of the funniest things I've ever seen on YouTube was someone explaining a bearish engulfing candle. What Jaime was just talking about. To me, if it gaps up, you got the candle body completely bigger than the candle body before. That's engulfing. It's completely engulfing the body before. Whether it's green or red. But someone on YouTube said this is a bearish engulfing because the body's bigger than the wicks, and this one's not. Like, imagine listening to that guy. Like, now that's going to throw you off because I think that's just completely asinine. Like, that's stupid. But yeah, so you got to be careful with especially in crypto. There's so much BS out there.
There really is, and
yeah,
that's
it's
the
hard to sift
epitome
through
of
that.
the epitome of knowing just enough to be dangerous, and now you're
Absolutely.
screwing everybody else. So, again, just like Don said, go ahead and filter your information sources, right? Go ahead and put them up against each other. When the majority of them agree with something, then you might be on to some more truthful or the most unbiased info that you can find, right?
Absolutely. And paper trade, like start writing on paper. If I would put $10 at this point or $100, boom, and then try to do your own analysis or see if what you learned, you understood by making decisions on it.
Right.
And once you see a consistent good return on your investment, then start daring. And that takes us to Indo Crypto's question. What platform do y'all use to trade crypto? So Don, what do you usually use?
Coinbase and Robinhood. Robinhood asked me to make it an everyday thing. So technically I buy Bitcoin and Ethereum every day. But I'm just gonna be surprised one day when that account's just big. It's $10 a day in each one.
Nice.
I did start on Coinbase, and then now I mainly use crypto.com for my DCA. But when it comes to actually trading, if I'm going to do something online, I tend to use Binance or Kraken.
Beautiful.
I don't use Kraken because I live in the United States, but I might have a VPN.
Correct.
Because I'm in Canada.
And we'll get into those exotics afterwards, by the way.
I thought there was a Kraken.us, something like that. Was it not?
Yes, they're
the
launching.
one. That's the one. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So
Yeah,
Let me have
obviously.
I use Binance myself, and if I'm looking for specific tokens that aren't available in either Coinbase, the dollar cost average, I have Coinbase, where I tell it buy me $50 every week and just let it run.
Yep.
But trading, like you said, Tam, Binance, and the other one is KuCoin. They're out of Singapore, and there's a few of the good tokens there that have not appeared on Coinbase yet.
I'm doing Coinbase and Binance, and sometimes FTX.
That's
Nice.
fair. That's fair.
That's good. So there's a lot of resources.
If you trade it, most people don't know this. If you have a Coinbase account, you have a Coinbase Pro account.
Yes.
And the fees are less.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's more professional looking, like your screen, Don, where you have charts versus when you go just Coinbase, you're buying it at spot.
Yeah.
There's no charting you're seeing or setting a buy at this price.
Right.
Yeah. If you're looking to trade it and you pick Coinbase, I would say just log into, just transfer. You got to transfer it to Coinbase Pro. It's zero fees. It's free. Mm-hmm. But inside, download the Coinbase Pro app and just transfer that and trade it. That way you're not paying a bunch of fees for nothing.
Right. So what are you doing on this chart, Don? Are you holding right now? Are you waiting for a big dip out of this triangle zone that you've drew for us? What are you looking at?
I've been practicing my speech when it gets down here. That's
all it's going to be. It's a practice run. The sucker is not going to wait to 10 grand.
Do I want to come in strong? Don't worry, Tamp, you did good.
Please, because
many have thought that.
Yes.
You'll understand.
This will not age well, Don.
See, some common ground. We finally agree.
We do agree. I like your purple zone. I just don't think we're getting there, my man.
Ooh.
Not to the 10K.
We haven't talked about the green zone yet.
Oh, that's
damn.
That's the hopium zone, is what that is titled.
Yeah,
but I'm with you, Don, on the green one. I believe that's the concrete ground. If there is a concrete ground, meaning the whole model changes if we go past that.
Yeah.
Oh, just screw it. Enough people said it. We're going to zero, baby.
Yeah. We get to that green zone, you're gonna see me tweet. Bitcoin is dead.
Hey, that's not good. There's no way that just the Bitcoin maxi community in and of itself would never let that. Would never let that.
They'll
go.
sell their houses, cars, kids.
in all my charts, that is literally the only one with a monthly zone on it.
Yeah.
And we better not ever get
nice.
there.
That's interesting. Oh, you're right. I don't see the monthly top of the 13.8 near the 14,000. You don't have it marked as a level. Interesting.
Where we're at?
So
It's right here.
yes, sir. The right there. Yes.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. I worry more about relevant numbers.
Bro,
In other
are we
words,
extending bets now?
STFU. Let the man.
Oh,
a ton of stuff about it,
holy
dude.
shit.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
No,
No,
like,
no, you're not
let
kidding.
him go.
We love it.
Yeah, we're gonna.
when it got brought up, and someone was like, "Hey, you check out the monthly. This is the zone." It got brought up in my group. Hey, he's actually here now. His name's Matt. I was like, "Stop! Better not be." Like, so we pulled it up. And
Here
I
it
was
is.
like, "God dang
Here's
it!"
Matt.
It does not. Hope it does not get that low, but
Hey,
yeah, that'll certainly be seen as a 14. 14 was such a big number at this point. There's gonna be there's psychological levels at like the $1,000 mark. Everyone knows that, but then there's also psychological levels that everybody remembers their first buy, their first sell, their first panic scenario. How we hit it again. So this has actually been engraved. It's something I've never even talked about on any of my streams, but I bet we will see something there. I know it's not zoned
Yes.
out, but
For
Absolutely.
all the audience members that don't know, when you get a first drop of info, that is known as alpha in the community world, or
Absolutely.
the crypto world. So keep going, Don. Give us the alpha that you've never disclosed anywhere else but here.
first of all, every one of my streams are that.
This,
bro.
How else did he get a baby grand piano?
Wait,
this
let me
way?
find your modesty. You dropped
Yeah.
it here somewhere.
Man, he came with the 50 cal today.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love
hell
it.
yeah. Well done, Don. I love it.
Go ahead then. Go ahead with your bad self.
But I don't think we'll hit it because Peter just said he will
He's gonna
sell,
sell
his
his nut.
left nut.
Ooh, that's his better one.
So it
apparently.
doesn't hit that
Yeah,
one.
that's his better
How
one.
do you know that's his better one?
He told me one time we were just talking nuts. And he was like, "I love my left one," and I was like, "That's weird. I like my right one."
Yeah.
You know, it's fun.
Outstanding. All right. So that ties us into the next subject, which is very interesting, which is trading itself.
Right.
Besides Robinhood, now we're going to be looking at what comes next. And I know you were going to lead this one. Tam?
Yeah, well, we just wanted to bring this back up. This article right here was released back August 22nd, talking about how Samsung was getting into the crypto space, not by announcing that they bought a particular coin, but by setting up an exchange, right? So this is the best way in the world to announce legally with current regulations, especially in the US. We have exposure to crypto, but we're not buying a specific coin, a la MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor. So we reported on this just to wake up today to bam, this current news. So go ahead and pull up the other article. Right here, these titans are now following Samsung. So go ahead and scroll down. We have the likes of Charles Schwab, Fidelity, Citadel, Virtu, Paradigm, Sequoia Capital. All of these groups now are going to be setting up crypto exchanges. This is a brilliant way to, again, say, we're not endorsing Bitcoin. We're not endorsing ETH. We're not endorsing whatever insert currency you want, but we do have exposure to crypto. Okay. And this is what I love. So again, just watching what these type of people do, not just what they say. They are saying, no, not yet.
Sorry.
Scroll down. They are saying, give me this. Give me this. They are saying that they are helping their customers. Okay. This is where you have to understand that you are a pawn of sorts. Okay. They're saying the reason that we are making these cryptos exchanges is to help our customer base who gets nailed in fees, if not for us coming in and playing the white knight. They give a theoretical example. You want $5,000 worth of Bitcoin or whatever. Okay. If you buy this $5,000 worth of Bitcoin, then on a current US stock exchange, then the cut or the fees associated with that purchase are merely pennies. If you've ever done this before, you're thinking, then why the hell did I get charged 9 or 13%, from whatever S&P 500 trading company? The reason for that fee is because that trading company takes that as their fee for giving you all this great information, right? So it literally costs pennies to trade this stuff on US stock markets, but the company you do it through takes a huge cut. So they're saying now, well, if we Citadel, Sequoia, whoever, if we offer this type of exchange in the crypto world, then what might be a $25 Bitcoin trade for our current, or for current people who want to buy Bitcoin just off the network, we can do that same thing for pennies, right? So they're acting like they're doing you and I a favor by offering us Bitcoin trades for pennies, when really what they're doing is they're gonna charge you on top of the pennies trades that it does cost. They're gonna charge you a % of this as well. And they're also using you as a pawn, saying this is the reason we're getting into the crypto market. Not the real thing is that we want exposure to crypto and we don't want to deal with regulations by announcing a particular coin or token as a favorite. So we're just going to buy a whole bunch of them, start up an exchange, and have exposure to everything. So you have to see that. So what we're doing here between the article with Samsung that we spoke on the other week and
BlackRock.
Yeah, between this BlackRock opening up, this is what they're saying. Okay. These are all the big firms right here. These are the big bad guys. And this right here is Metafy and us saying, watch what is happening. Okay. Watch, please pay attention to what these big companies are doing, not just what they're saying, because like Jaime and I were talking about this.
Think about it.
You can make moral arguments that some of these big firms right here, maybe they're morally not right. They do under the table deals. They have some twisted political stuff. That's all true. But they also have some really, really smart brains as well inside of that. So unless you think you know more than the brains at Samsung, at BlackRock, at Charles Schwab, Citadel, Fidelity, unless you think you know more than them, pay attention to what they're doing. Pay attention to the road they're traveling.
Look at the sign, guys. I mean, look at this. Even though the market, and you see fear, like a lot of people are like, oh, Bitcoin's not doing too good. You know, now that the merge, Bitcoin's not doing. There you go. I just muted you. Done. There was feedback. So look at the BlackRocks, which are huge institutions, Samsung and all these that we just mentioned. They are getting into the game in a bad market. They're buying it cheap. They're buying Bitcoin cheap to get ready.
It's a great point.
You know, it's like, that's the smart money, the ones that get in at the right time to set everything up.
That's a great point, because there's a reason they're doing this in a down market, especially if it pulls even further down. That's a lot of times them telling their other big buddy friends about it. And, you know, everybody, hey, figure out your buy. Because when Bitcoin was way up 50, 55, you know, 60 plus $1,000, all that did was have these other big corporations take note of what the heck was going on in this crypto financial world.
Absolutely.
That's it, what's going on. And then when they figure out how they can also get in, you see us in a bear market, you see what they're doing in a bear market, and they didn't get into this for things to go all the way down, which is why Don won't hit his 10 grand. Okay. They didn't get into this right now for them to keep going down. All right. They're loading their bags right now, because as soon as we turn out of this bear market, they know there's money to be made and they want on that bus. They want to make money too. So again, follow what they're doing and maybe you can make a little change by hanging on.
Yeah. And if you read between the lines in the timing of all this, it's also telling us that regulation is very close to be released to the public, so we can trade, so they can offer this to retail investors like us.
Yes. And I mean, they're getting in the game however they can right now. They don't necessarily want to follow Michael Saylor and all the exposure he has to one particular asset. They don't necessarily, maybe they're trying to follow in the footsteps of BlackRock offering spot Bitcoin to their customer base. So they're saying, listen, they got these big companies doing it. We need in too. And so they're doing it however they can by making these exchanges to help their customer base. Okay?
Absolutely.
So just pay attention to what they're doing and see the forest for the trees.
Listen to the puppy,
Listen
guys.
to the dog.
We're the dogs. We're the underdogs. We're trying to tell you. That's going to kill you. So okay, pay attention, guys. There's a reason why all this is happening at this very moment in the market timing.
Right. So So do we have guests today? What, do
I
we have
think
anything
we
else
do.
to talk about?
I wonder. Yes, I think we got some information on our next visitor coming in.
Nice.
And what is that information? Let's add it.
Boom,
now.
baby.
Boom! Who's
Boom.
coming into the house?
Sucker right
What's
here.
up? What's up?
How's it going? This is BossDon. Who
How y'all
actually,
doing? How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me good?
yes,
Sure
sir,
can.
we can.
Okay.
And he actually visited our facility not too long ago. I hear a little feedback. Do you hear it?
Maybe turn your radio down just a little, boss.
Slightly.
Yeah, just a little bit.
All right.
Beautiful. Let us set us to one side.
Check,
please.
check.
Yes.
There we go.
Better?
Little bit.
I'll
If you
step
could
back.
just mute, if you have YouTube or something on, mute that.
No, I don't have anything on.
And it's
Okay.
probably Don. Mute, Fron.
Okay, let's see.
Definitely not.
There you go.
Okay,
You
we
go ahead.
muted.
Nope,
Nope.
still you.
Damn it.
One more time. Can you, how about now?
You're not echoing. It's just us.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
just that we hear ourselves. So that's
Yes.
the thing. If you have anything on in the background, turn it off.
Okay, good.
How
But-
about you, Jaime?
Um,
Who knows?
so you narrate.
Mute yourself when you're talking to me.
I'll fix it. Hold on.
All right. No, BossDon, you're good. You're good.
Oh, he's moving. Sucker's moving.
Okay. All right, BossDon. We'll get you ready. So, Courtney Gilliam, he came to visit our facility. And well, let's back up a little.
Mic
BossDon.
check.
Yes.
There
You're
you
good.
go.
Beautiful. Excellent. Oh shit. He hit the
Just like
disconnect.
Well,
I'm pretty sure, who's did he get a blue screen too? Who's in charge of this?
It's on the phone, I think.
well, let's tell our audience
Yes.
why we have this guy on here today. What's
Yes.
this mean looking sucker?
I know. So BossDon, he and I'll let him tell the full story. With Indo Crypto also is another one who's visited us, who made a comment here, and he's going to be our next guest coming in next Friday. And he does a very interesting show, our day job, which involves NFTs and rug pulls. So it's going to be pretty good. BossDon, he met Peter, and I'll let him correct us wherever I screwed up, but he met Peter through one of his, he does Agile for All Scrum training certification. One of the best on the planet. If you don't believe me, Google it. You'll see he is an amazing instructor. And BossDon went for his certification with him. In that conversation, he discovered that Peter is full on with Bitcoin and Peter's background, like how he got involved way back in 2010 and just evolved. Here he is back. Let's see. BossDon, are you back? Are you?
Yes. Do you still hear it now?
Yes, sir. You sound beautiful now.
Yep, you're good.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay.
No
We're
worries.
just in the middle of kind of talking about your background, how you got into the space, and how you got your mug on this show.
Yes. So how the hell did you meet Peter? Let's start there, and then how you got into crypto, and let's go down your fight card here.
Awesome. Well, I met Peter. I'm a Scrum Master. I'm a Scrum Master, and I do that daily for a living. And Peter was my teacher, and an awesome teacher that he is, man. And I wanted to tap in after the class and learn more about what Peter does and how that. And because he left off with a funny note at the end of the class saying, "You do know that I do invest in businesses," and that kind of caught me off. I'm like, whoa! And then I that's how I'm here. That's how I got here, and I am learning every day, listening to this live stream, learning more and more about candles and charts.
Hey, his head is big enough. You don't need to
yeah.
feed it anymore. But it is an excellent class. The Scrum Master class is an excellent class.
Yes, it was actually mandated for all leadership to take it at Medify, and it gives us a common framework for agility as a company. So it's really good. So how did you get involved with crypto, BossDon?
Honestly, you guys, I kind of wanted to dip my feet in because I'm what you guys would call a green bean. I mean, I'm really fresh into it. I didn't really know much, and you guys made it kind of easy to get into. You made it. If someone was scared to ask, like, one of them things where, I don't know, I'm not going to ask the question. I want to seem stupid. you kind of welcome the questions and you break it down for people to understand it. And that's how I got into it. I trust what I'm learning, and trust me, I'm still learning. I make mistakes here and there, but you guys are a major part of how I got into crypto.
Excellent.
Outstanding.
So that being said, then I see your first crypto on your fight card is Ethereum. Tell us your mindset behind why pull the trigger on that one first.
I wanted to do an NFT. To be honest, I wanted to do an NFT, and when I was dipping, this is kind of right when I was starting. I bought these 2 NFTs that I saw that looked really cool. I didn't spend way too much on them. Didn't know what the heck I was doing, but I knew that you had to have Ethereum to do it. So that's why my first one was Ethereum.
Okay.
When I looked at it,
yeah, fair enough.
Well done.
So
Yeah.
So it piques your interest when Peter says that he invests or incubates businesses. You want to buy your first crypto because of an NFT, which is a mini business in itself. Why do you care about that? What do you do that makes you care about businesses and NFTs?
Oh, I do this. What I do on the side is I live stream, and I've built a community and fan base off of live streaming, and I always wanted to do more with it. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Okay.
Oh, you're good.
Good. Yeah.
You're good.
Excellent.
Always wanted to do more with it, so I started managing music, artists and music, and that is what I want to see. What cryptocurrency can do in that frame. I want to bring music along with the with cryptocurrency to try to further the revenue streams for the artists that I know.
And that's awesome because Peter has even talked about when he's been on our stream live how the original genesis of NFTs was for artists, whether it was sculptors, painters, creative minds, music, all those creative artistic types of property that they come up with in their amazing brains. NFTs were used to capture that originality and hold it firm so that not just anybody can come along and steal it. So this is amazing that, this is how NFT started. We're talking about the evolution and inevitability of NFTs. And that's why you got in. That is really, really interesting. Keep going.
And I'm sure, BossDon, you've heard how certain artists have grabbed their either album or one-hit wonder or a certain work that they've done, NFT'd it, and then sold it in the open market. And a couple of artists, of course, the well-known ones, millions of dollars as a result. And the beauty of NFTs is it has royalties built into the contract. So what that means is if he sold it for, let's say, $10 million to the first buyer that just bought it, $10 million, he gets 5%. Now that guy, the one who bought it, resells it in the open market for 50 million. He still gets another 5% of the next sale. Right. So imagine it creates this royalty. Yes,
which is what we talked about with Dr. J and his NFTs. Is that's how he's making money, and it's not a pyramid scheme. It's simply payment for a royalty. Like you said, if somebody else wants it, that's fine. That's originally mine. I get a cut. That's just how it works, right?
Beautiful.
So, keep going.
And now tying that mechanism that NFTs create for or offers for creators, that's where your hot take for the audience. I'm very interested in that. What is your hot take? What is possible out there, BossDon?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm a dreamer, right? I think before I know a lot of stuff, and I always felt that we can do something different. And in the blockchains and things that are coming out, we could be a part of that. Not really knowing too much about it, but when I visited Metafy, the facility, and then seeing with my own eyes, not just the videos do it justice, but actually walking through that facility and seeing and hearing you describe all the things that you're currently doing and what you have coming, I realized that it's possible. Not only is possible, it's being done. So that's when I really dug into it, and I talked to my artists and I told them that, hey, I want to get involved with this. I think this is a good way to go, and I got a good team behind it that wants to work with us. So that's why I'm really where we're at, and thank you guys for that opportunity.
Absolutely. What impressed you most about the facility?
The sheer size of it. I don't think I've been in a facility that big and then seen so much purpose, so much different. The rec room space, like this, to still have room to have something for the community in there with room to do something like live streaming, and then have a whole section dedicated to mining. Is multi-purposes in that place, and it's all for good. Like the prosperity for all tagline.
Yes.
I feel that when I'm in there. I feel that you guys really meant that or mean that when you say it, and you're going to display that and do that for the community. And that's what impressed me the most.
And we are giving back to the community at all times. I mean, we have a wallet coming out that is going to help users easily learn how to stake and make money on their investments. We have NFTs coming out for MetaFi as well. Simon Oxley, who is the original artist, the artist for the original Twitter logo, he has dumped 100 NFTs on behalf of MetaFi onto OpenSeas on the Ethereum network. So we have Simon Oxley artist NFTs on OpenSeas right now that you can check out, and all that money that we get from that's all community funds, right? That doesn't go to us. It's not like Jaime is going to get a big check when an NFT sells. That's all going to the facility to open up things like interacting with the rich educational community that is in our area. We have colleges, we have obviously high schools and all kind of educational programs that we're putting together. We have live events, we have networking events that all those NFT sales go to. So we love the fact that you can recognize so easily in our setup that everything we're doing funnels right back into the community, right? It's almost like a damn nonprofit. So it's amazing how everything we get, just like Mr. Beast, we get all this stuff just to dump it right back into the next thing for everybody, right? So
that's awesome.
Yeah, who you've mentioned a couple times your artists. Tell us a little bit about your artists, where they're located, where we can find them. I know we're going to play a clip of one of your guys, but tell us a little bit about this before we hear this amazing voice.
Which one's this? We have Cobhams Asuko, one hit. Cobhams is from Nigeria. He's a Nigerian producer, singer, songwriter. I call him an all-around emperor of music. He knows a lot about music. And this song right here, I'm gonna let it speak. It's kind of what we've all been searching for in our own way. We always want that one thing, that one hit, that one thing to help us make it. And that's what this song is about. He is assigned to us. I'm sorry.
Tell us the status, like where he's at, where is he famous at, and what do you do for him? Exactly.
Got
what the
you.
mission is.
I manage him in the United States. So the mission is to break him. He's really popular in Europe and in Nigeria and Africa, but we want to get him as popular or even more in the United States space. So he has tasked us, BossDon, to get him into the United States, and that is the mission. The mission is to break and make him a worldwide artist along with our other artists. So he is teaming up with Martian Fumes, who is our first artist we signed, and they're working on a song together. That's the current mission.
Okay. Well, let's hear it a little bit.
Let's hear it. All right, here he comes. Cobhams Asuko.
Dear Lord, help my destiny. Let someone invest in me like a $10, cause I wanna blow. SS3. I've been blessed with the melody, Lord. That was many years ago. I don't pray, Papa. I don't tire, Lord. When only heaven knows. So give me one hit song, Lord. Let me blow like Olamide. Give me one hit song, Lord. Pick me up like Adekunle Gold. Lord, I want to blow like See Me or Small Doctor. I hope you see me. So give me one hit song, Lord. Let me blow like Olamide. See, all the people. Lord, I know, said the industry no easy. God will bless Mr. Easy. I don't mean to be greedy, but shit take me, oh Lord. Dear Lord, if I blow like Timaya, I will take my whole team higher. If you do it for me, everybody gonna know.
Damn!
Woo! Pipe.
Look, I got chills.
Powerful.
It is such a powerful, and when you first presented him, BossDon, I looked him up. He's spoken at TEDx events. I mean, what a freaking amazing artist!
You can't just throw that out there. Why would this guy
Great
be
guy.
TED?
How did he get invited? Do you know the backstory on that one?
I don't know the backstory, the whole backstory. I did see that TED, and that's what it was. It was funny that you're saying that, because talking to him when I first spoke to him, and I was like, wow, I saw your TED talk, and he liked that. Like, I did my research enough, but I don't know the backstory to it, but it taught me about his blindness and how he grew up, and that's what he was speaking about. Growing up. Being born blind and growing up, and how he adapted and how he came to be in music. It's really a whole backstory. But you should check, if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's pretty good.
So he's a blind artist and was born that way.
Yes.
That's okay. So that's mainly what his TED Talk was about? You're saying is
succeeding.
Yeah, succeeding
Yes.
in an industry like music. Yep. I'm assuming he plays all kinds of instruments as well. I mean, honestly, no doubt. Is this guy the Nigerian Stevie Wonder? I mean, is that comparable to his popularity? And
or Andrea Bocelli?
Yeah.
I call him the Nigerian Dark Child. Rodney Jerkins is Dark Child is a famous producer that we know about in America. So I call him the Nigerian version of that. So yes, like Stevie Wonder, he's so many. He's like, he can do it all. He's like one of those artists that can do it, that can sing, that can rap, that can play, that can compose. He's doing a show right now where they're trying to find a band, like, the best band. His ear for music, one of the best I've ever heard.
That's amazing. Well, that was a great clip. And so if I understand right, how to just bring all this back into crypto, somebody new to the crypto game, like you said, you were a green bean is what you called yourself. It's just, I understand. You still know enough to realize that you need to NFT this gentleman here, not only to help get him into the US, but then to also get him paid. Because, to break in, I'm not in the music industry, but to break into any industry, you basically have to give away your product for free so that people can hear what they want to hear and then want more of it, whether it's through tours, album, or iTunes song purchases. You basically have to give your stuff away for free. But even you understand as a businessman and as this gentleman's producer on US soil, that NFTs are a way for him to give away his original music for free, but still get a royalty on the back end every time it's given away, right?
Yeah, and it's faster the way I'm hearing it, because we've been doing this for over a year now. I have yet to get paid from music, from traditional, music streaming services, and as manager.
Well, welcome to traditional.
Welcome
startups.
To the club.
But great point, BossDon. The fact that NFTs already built into the contract a royalty, so the moment it starts hitting or you get someone, maybe not the guys that are going to break you into the market, but someone who watches, let's say from this stream, they're like, God damn, he's amazing. You know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm investing in this one. Boom. You have a payday. The artist has a payday. So it's
cool. Yeah, keep telling us more. Keep going. Are the NFTs out right now? Can we go find them anywhere?
Not yet. That's what I'm working on, talking with Jaime about and team, is how we're going to do that. And we really wanted to do something cool as well, because you guys have so many tools, and I kind of want to sit down and just go over some ideas and see what we can do, because I want this project to be not just about Cobams or myself. I want this to be about the music culture and what you can do when you live stream. You connect with folks, you meet friends, and a lot of people think that's it, but it doesn't just stop there. You can go on and do this on larger scales and show people that, hey, you can do this as well. So that's the big picture. I want to show that everybody can do this, and it's possible if you just believe.
And I love this because you're bringing all of this to Medify so that we can help you synergistically, link up with you and take you and your artists to the next level. And that's what we preach here. When we say community, this is exactly what we mean. Whatever you're passionate about, right? Whatever your music is, whatever your business is, whatever is that you're passionate about, find a way to monetize it like you're doing now, and then dive into it. Find a good community that helps you synergize, make something out of nothing, right? And then we all trumpet it to the world. That's what we mean when we say community. And it takes money to make money. So we're doing things like NFTs and whatnot. Why? Again, so we can funnel it all back to the next BossDon, right? Or to even the next Don Fran. Don Fran could use the same thing just in the crypto or in the trading world. He can NFT a certain chart, a certain indicator, a certain methodology. I lost my bet against Tamp. He can NFT any of this.
That'd be like a funny
his audience, right?
Satire NFT. What it look like?
Don't be salty, Don. Don't be salty. So as part of this community, and that's the importance of community. So that intro song that you guys always listen to, you'll see like Indo Crypto, Tamp and I that came from those times enjoy it, because the community that existed that went dormant for a couple of years and now is back. So much came out of it. So many projects like these took off, and so many people branched out of it, where they built their teams in their company today, and they've launched already, just like Medify was launched out of community.
How many community? Because I'm noticing that it's when you say that, how many? Because it seems to be a big community resurfacing, it looks like.
Huge.
Yes. So the views are around 2 million across all platforms.
Yeah, collectively 2 million.
As an aggregate, about 2 million. And of course, it's all everything where exotic cars and everything that the community has been passionate about. So you could be that next branch off that's part of the community and still going.
Yeah, this is exactly, I'm glad you brought it up, because this is how the formula works, right? Brad had his eyeballs on his platform about trading. He comes to Medify, and now not only are his eyeballs now all of our eyeballs, but our collective set of eyeballs grew. And now somebody, say like Don Fran can attest to this, somebody watching Brad's stream, when he says Medify, he's going to connect with one of his 50,000 viewers. Like, I'm interested in crypto. Cool. Let me go check out DCTV. And now with our eyeballs on DCTV, maybe they're like, man, I love R&B. I love the sound of the guy they just highlighted. I'm going over to Don Fran's channel, or to BossDon's channel. And what does exotic cars have to do? Well, the whole exotic car world. Somebody liked crypto, so they came to us. Hey, we'll take your community, we'll blast it out collectively, and we all grow. We all benefit. There's enough to go around. We don't need to be exclusive. We don't need to close source everything. So this is a great success story that honestly is only going to get bigger. It is.
Yeah.
So dope.
And by the way, we're introducing BossDon to our guy that's setting up our fast cars and slow cigars.
Oh,
Crypto
yes.
edition.
Yes, Mr. Lockhart himself. That is the man right there. We're going to bring Alex Lockhart on as a guest.
Yes, and we've done the introductions, so now it's a matter of getting that wheel. And Alex Lockhart is someone who organizes large events with luminaries within the U.S. So telling him.
So you're welcome to the network, and that's the other thing. Like we're not trying to hide anything here. You come to us. Hey, we got a guy.
Gundy's is
guys are
dead on.
open about that, like open arms, and it's a lot of people aren't used to that, and that's why I said, and I can tell that you mean what you say. Like you're doing things like that, and I told my team about it, and they were very excited. So we can't wait. But the fast cars and slow cigars, like that theme right there,
We'll talk about that more as it gets closer. But just to everybody watching this, whether live or in the future, we do have gatherings at our Medify facility that are coming up, that are going to be not only frequent, but a few of those will be rather large. Yes. And one that we're kind of dubbing our grand opening, our grand first opening, is going to be large, and everyone will be invited. So it's coming. Keep watching. Stick with us.
I hope it's when Bitcoin hits 11.5.
It ain't going below 12.
It's gonna be sweet and sour.
And here's the little thing with that bet. My bet is that Bitcoin won't hit 10. It really that it won't go below
12.
Right.
Yes.
But Don has it all the way down to 10. So
Yeah.
I mean, you get some cushion between. You get a $2,000 cushion between 10 and 12. But I give it to you. I mean, that's your spot, your handicap. That's all good.
There's a
All right,
$200. There's a $200 no man zone in there because my zone. I said it's going to that zone, which is 11.8. You said not below 12. So the only way we both come out wrong is if it drops down to 11.9 and turns around.
Peter, set your buys between 98.01 or 11.81. That way everybody wins.
But, man, what a great show. Greg, Don,
Guys.
Fron, do you have any questions or anything for BossDon about what he's doing or his community, anything in general?
What's the best way our community can support you right now?
Right now is to listen to the music. That is share the music to anyone you know, because I want to share it to the music group in the Discord. That is really the best way. We have a project coming out tomorrow, Martian Fumes, and his good artist Pen Soul. They have this project called Evaporated Ink. It's coming out on my birthday, which is tomorrow. So
Happy birthday!
Happy
birthday! What a gift!
Oh yeah! Like they do
23
amazing
again?
things. Man. Yes, I'm gonna say 39. I'm probably gonna hold it at 39 for the rest of my life. But no, man, that's what I would love if everybody can just listen to the music and share it, because not trying to break artists into the space it's not easy. It's sometimes it's about who you know, but it's a lot about hard work and just getting it out there. And I believe in the sharing. If we share it and you share it, the music's gonna speak for itself.
So, Boss, can you on our MetaFam Discord, can you share some links to everyone, maybe in the announcements or the community
sure.
side? Share some links so that we've got some we know where to go.
Yeah, I think we have a music channel in there too.
Yeah,
So-
there is a music channel.
Yeah,
there. So you can join our Discord if you go to themetafy.co. That is our homepage website. Jaime will bring that up. And then right here, there's from that,
So you
that
click
link, you click on socials up top, and then you can join our Discord, which is what BossDon's talking about right now, or you can find any link that you prefer on any platform of your choice. So go ahead and
before you hit that social, don't forget to sign up for the newsletter and subscribe.
That's it.
Absolutely.
We have newsletters. You can
Very
like,
good
subscribe
newsletter.
this. It's all about supporting in any way you can. We're not asking you to do one particular thing. It's whatever suits you the best. If that's Facebook, if that's Instagram, if that's Discord, if that's a website, whatever it is, go where you're most comfortable. But we're letting you know you can find BossDon, his artists, and all of us as well in our Discord.
Absolutely. And we have your social handles here. Official BossDon CEO. What platform is that on?
That's Instagram. Official BossDon CEO on Instagram. I believe Twitch. BossDon is my Discord handle.
Beautiful. All right, guys. So look out for BossDon. Let's support this amazing artist. Amazing.
Very talented.
And the community, all community, like Gundy said, this is our way of doing things. It's building this community, and we all succeed as a community. Join that Metafy.
Absolutely. Well, any final thoughts from anyone before we sign off? What a great show.
Everyone have a great weekend.
Absolutely. We're headed to the beach. BossDon's going to go do boss things. Don Fran's going to go figure out what this bet is going to be as far as payment.
I got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Just not check.
I'll tell you what, if those that don't know, Don Fran is afraid of flying. So I'm thinking if I win this bet, you have to fly out.
I'll buy a plane.
No. Jump.
No.
No. You got to level up that. He's got to take you skydiving.
Oh, Lord.
Damn.
Been
But
there, done it.
I'll come in the middle. What I'll do is
Whoa.
No, wait. Yeah. Not bring the jump though. More on I will drive out there, Don Fran, and pull a Mario Baracus on you. Chloroform you and get you on the helicopter to come over. Remember, he hated flying.
Yeah,
Good luck.
Anyways, on that note, thank you so much for joining us today. Again, follow BossDon, all of his artists. They're amazing. We're all of us have our own handles. follow us, join our Discord, go to Ethereum, OpenSea, Simon Oxley, Metafy, NFTs are up there for sale, and enjoy your weekend.
Have a great one.
That original Twitter bird.
Twitter bird. Boom, baby.
Thank you for having me.